What do you call this delicious goodness, guys? This soup looks so beautiful. It doesn't only look beautiful, it tasted so good. Like literally editing this video at this point, I felt like one bringing a plate of this delicious goodness and say more to me. Yes, guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are preparing okra soup, and in here we have some Scotch bonnet pepper, about six, and then we have two large red pepper and onion, and we're basically going to crush this into a very rough like manner. I'm also going to be going in with my crushed Okpei. Yes, this Okpei is roughly crushed because it was so strong I had to crush it. And then I'm basically gonna blend this into a very rough consistency. Like, I do not want it to be too smooth, I also do not want it to be too rough. I just want to have tiny bits of my peppers in the soup because it gives it this beautiful look. Now I'm going to be leaving it at this consistency. As you can see, it is not too smooth, neither is it too rough. It's basically okay for this soup. Having prepped our peppers, we're going to go ahead and prep the proteins we're going to be using. In here, I'm going to be adding some beef, okay, to my pot, and the beef is followed by some cow skin and cow stripe neatly washed. All right, and I'm also going to be adding some neatly washed catfish into the pot. As you can see, this is already looking so beautiful. I'm also going to be adding some stock cube. Like, if you know me, you know I don't cook with that stock fish. So I'm also going to be adding some salt, some stock cube, about two stock cube precisely, and I will give this a quick stir to combine properly. Yes, combine properly, after which I'm going to kind of cover this to release its own fluid before I will top up water that I will be using to cook the proteins properly. Now guys, at this point you can see it has released some of its fluid. I'm going to go ahead and top in water to the level of the proteins, and then allow this to cook until it is tender. You just have to understand the kind of proteins you're using. This actually cooked for 30 minutes because of the cow skin, and the beef part was too strong. So at this point, guys, our proteins are ready, they are already cooked, and I'm going to be preparing the star of the dish, which happens to be okra. I'm also going to be using my chopper to chop this okra into a rough consistency because I want to be munching some things when I'm enjoying my delicious okra soup. So I wouldn't want it to be too smooth, neither will I want it to be too rough. I just want a consistency that will allow me munch some things when I'm enjoying my soup. You can actually use your knife to chop this also. It's also nice. At this point, I just wanted to make everything fast, and I didn't want this video to be too long. So guys, at this point you can see that my okra is not too smooth, neither is it too rough. But if you want your okra to be smooth, you can continue chopping until you get the consistency you want, but I'm okay with this. Now it's time to prepare our okra properly. In goes in my palm oil. I'm not going to be allowing this palm oil to heat. Yes, I'm not going to allow it to heat. I'm going to go ahead and add my chopped peppers into the dish, and then I'll give a quick stir. And I'm also going to be topping in my crayfish. Like, yes, I'm going to be adding half of the crayfish basically to this meal and reserve the remaining one for later use. Okay, so I'll add half crayfish. I'm also going to go in with some stock cube, about two at this point. I'm gonna go in with it, and I'll also be adding some salt to the dish, after which I give it a quick stir and allow it to fry for 5 minutes. And after 5 minutes, this is what we have. You can see at this point that It's already fried. I didn't know why it was bringing up bubbles, but at the end I checked and it had nothing to do with the oil, so I was okay with it, probably because of the crayfish I added while frying it. All right guys, so I'm gonna go in with my stock or birds. This is what I realized from the cook of the proteins. I'm actually going to add it and then allow it to combine properly. I'm also going to be building me more flavors into my soup, so I'm going to go ahead and add the remaining part of the crayfish I reserved earlier, and at this point I will give it a quick stir and cover it up to cook for 3 minutes. After 3 minutes guys, this is what we have. You can see that this the base, your this base is actually looking beautiful. Only once you achieve this, you are going to have a yummy okra. So I'm going to go ahead and add the proteins for the soup. That is cow skin, beef, cow stripe, stockfish, dry catfish, and all that, and all of them are going to go into my pot. They're actually going to marry my stock. That's my soup stock, and my soup stock is going to marry them. Everything is just gonna look sengemenge at the end of it. So I'm gonna give you a quick stir for it to combine properly, and then after giving it a quick stir to combine properly, I'll basically cover this to cook for the next 5 minutes so that my proteins can seep in the stock. All right, at this point this has been cooking for 5 minutes. You can see it's already looking beautiful. Like I said, once you achieve the base this way, you are basically going to have a lovely soup or an amazing soup at the end. So I'm going to be adding my okra. You can see it's not too blended, it's not too rough, it's just okay, and I'm going to add it batch by batch and then combine it properly until I get the consistency I want for the soup. So I'm gonna give a very quick stir, and at this point this is what I have. You can see it's looking yummy already. So guys, I covered this up. I actually topped water. I love that clip. I lost the clip, so I covered it to cook for another 1 minute, and after 1 minute this is what we have. We don't want to overcook our okra. We still want it crunching when we are enjoying our delicious okra soup. At this point you can leave it like this if you so choose, but I want life in my soup, so I'm gonna go in with green veggies. This is what I have. This is actually ugu leaf, and then I'm going to be going with another veggie, that is uziza leaf. If you've not been trying this, please try it. It's very tasteful, it's lovely. Just try combining these two veggies in your okra and you will love it. So guys, we don't want to overcook our veggies. I'm gonna cover it up and allow it to cook for another minute. If you've not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, support my channel, turn on the bell notification, and click on the red subscribe button so that you get notified anytime I post amazing videos. I post videos twice in a week. Enjoy this delicious goodness with your family and loved ones. Trust me when I said this tasted so great. Thank you for watching up until this point. I love you. Have a blessed week.